Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Sunday, March the 3rd, the year 2019. Let's talk trading. Weekly opening gap. So, we started a new month of trading on Friday. Money and risk management this month. If you didn't get it right last month, let's get it right this month. Okay, as you can see, we've got some gaps that need to be filled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Plenty of opportunity for you guys to fill some gaps. It's up to you to take the trade. And you can see here, we are way above the yearly open, 189 pips above it. And you can see here is the first day of March. And so right now we are within the high and low of the first day of the month. And you can see we're well above first day of the year. So we'll see how these numbers play out as the week unfolds. And we are above the open of the first day of June of 2018. Actually, I need to go in and make a change here. Plot by date. And that's how we do that. So you can see here we're above the open of 2019 0301. And as far as the ranges go, we're going to have to change that one too. And there you have it. Okay, inside bar, you can see we had one 7 days ago. There's a few here to trade on the daily. We've got some on the weekly, and there's some on the monthly. So you might want to take a look at those for trading opportunities this month. I'm sticking with the euro yen just to prove a point that you don't have to hop around from pair to pair, even though I am tempted to look at the new beast here. It's already has 80 pips today. You can see it's pretty much doubled almost everything else with the exception of euro AUD coming in at 60. The yearly highest H1 highest open is here. So far this week, we've got their monthly highest open on the daily right here. And the buy zone. Once again, I was corresponding with the trader, talking about getting, whipsawed. You have to understand there's, the time of day you trade. If you're trading at the open, especially here, first day of the week, this is the New Zealand session, and we've got the Tokyo Asian session here. There's a lot of times there's just not much action. And so you see here, if you went short, fading to the pivot, it came right back. You basically scratched a trader, maybe picked up a pip or two. and we'd be looking to short. So if you're taking the pivot point as a bias, we wouldn't have even taken that trade. But you can see here, this is where they're saying they're getting chopped. Well, maybe you just don't trade at that time. You really have to analyze how the price of the instrument you're trading travels. That's why I run those frequency distributions. Let's see. That's just the range. But right here, you need to know high to open and open to low if you're going to trade anything off the open price. Okay, so you can see here over the last 100 days, 0 to 9, 11 times. So that means it didn't even hit the buy zone. So you drop those 11 out. That gives you how many left? 89. Then you look here, you see, well, 13 went between 10 and 19. Okay, that was 13 trades, or 13 times out of the last 100 days. And you can see here the rest went more. So if you jump in at 10, you've got the odds, or you've got history, the statistics, I shouldn't say odds, statistics in your favor here. Now, going short, and if it goes between 0 and 9, only 23 times. Okay? So it wouldn't even have triggered. So here, 14, if you lost 14 times, but you won the other 63 times, even if you were doing, the same amount, it's obvious. Because if you trigger in at 10, and it hits here, that's 10 pips. 20, 30, 40, etc. So you can see there's a lot of opportunity to trade. If it goes this far, then chances are it's going to go this far. So you don't even look at it here. So this is what I said. People trading, they want to just jump in right at the open. Not a good idea, because there's also such things as gaps. Did it gap up? Did it gap down? How often does it fill the gap? And that's why, okay, here's the pivot. Hasn't hit the pivot yet. But, this is why we look for missed pivots. And as you can see, this is already stacking up. It seems like it's 2 per month for some strange reason. But we'll see what happens when the year's out, or maybe even the month's out. See, it got close, 127.14, so it missed it just by 3 pips right there. And so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. It might come down and take that out. Might come down and take this one out. We'll just have to wait and see. It might continue and take these out. Or it might turn around and take this one out. Just have to wait and see. But once again, we know fading the pivot usually results in a winning trade. Maybe not the same day, but if you're employing your stop losses properly, you won't get wiped out. And then, for example, here, when you get a short signal, you can trade back to the pivot. Price action, 1 ball, green at the line, 1 ball, red at the line. But you can see here, once again, just not much, because we're right here at the beginning of the week. We're in the Asian session. Wick zone, we know what happens when price enters a wick zone. 70% of the time or better, it exits. Right here, no lines crossing, no trade on that chart. You can see here, pretty much just a couple of pip movement at the tick level. But you can see we had the ask get below the peak of the bid. It broke down, so selling started, and it's continuing. Now the Einstein line. Here we go from when I started, right there. So somebody said, I use the Einstein line and I get whipsawed. Well, once again, look at the price action. Lower low, lower low. Okay, it came back through. What do? lower low, lower low, lower low, higher low. That's a 1, 2, 3 right there. It's telling you to get out. 1, 2, 3 once again. I mean, this is a turn trade right here. This would be a rat reversal, even though it's not necessarily in the rats. Actually, it is in the rat zone, looks like. But the point is that you've got these price action telling you, get out. I mean, here again, if you went long and it came back, I mean, and if you stayed in and it moved back up, did it make a new high? No. You should be out. Then it gave you another opportunity. So it gave you 1, 2, 3 opportunities here to take a few pips off the table or scratch the trade at worst. You're just reading price action. That's all. I mean, if it continues to go up, 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 like, if it did something like this, and once again, you can start reading the price action and decide when to take some profit. I mean, the thing is, how much profit are you looking to take on a trade? I mean, how many pips? Are you looking to make hundreds of pips? Like a lot of those people on the different trading forums who purport to make these 100-pip trades. I mean, maybe they do, maybe they stay in. What kind of drawdown did they experience? They usually don't talk much about their money management, and that's what I start off just about every video, talking about the importance of money management and trading. So I don't really know what else to say about this whipsaw thing. You just have to if you get in there, and if you're getting whipsawed, then, do you really know the statistics of what you're trading? If you don't, then why are you trading it in the first place? Once again, maybe the time of day you're trading doesn't work for that instrument. I don't know. I know with stocks, I just love the open. I could go in there and actually, if I it was just unfortunate, TradeStation closed my account because that was right after I had the Auto Avery and Auto Avery portfolio manager up and running, and it was just working like a charm. But due to BS out on trading forums, and then what happened? Then they shut my account down. So all that work, finally perfecting that system on TradeStation, was for naught. But I've been able to duplicate some of it in MT4, and no, that code is not being released because I don't release automated trading code on MT4. It's just, anything that has something called a magic number is just something that I shy away from. But the thing is, there's so many things that can go wrong because automated trading doesn't mean unattended trading. So the risk is just too high. So that's why people ask me to work on EAs or writing. It's just no. I'll do indicators. You can have alerts, but that's as far as I go. Actual trading, that's up to you. So, fellow traders, that's I hope. Well, first, I hope I answered, that swap or the whipsaw question. If not, just let me know and I'll see if I can answer better in the future. So there's still gaps out there. Maybe by the time you watch this video, they might have filled. But once again, you guys should be able to look for gaps on your own. You don't need me to tell you that. So as you're trading this week, this month, every time, just remember, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So get out there and drain the banks.